Good morning, everybody in YouTube land. My name is Saddle Scout, and this morning I'm doing a little bit of a different thing. I'm kind of doing some Let's Play because I realized doing a lot of tutorials, I didn't have a ton of time to actually play the game, and I wasn't really progressing much. So I decided I just wanted to play, and I would show you guys that. I'm here in my little garage, which my Explorer is not here. It's, I don't know, I left it somewhere. It's probably on the map here. There it is. Okay, but anyway, just here in my garage starting off, jamming to my boombox. Alright. And this is my, what I am now referring to as my previous main base, where I built that, some of you remember the dome build, and that has obviously iterated over time. And morphed into that, and I have the space elevator coming out of the top, and you know, my train station with my copper and iron stuff over there, and steel factory over there. Well, all this is going to be torn down because I had a realization that all of these nodes down here in the grassy fields are garbage. They're just all, they're like impure, and maybe there's a couple normal, and very, very few pure ones, and I just felt like I was being inefficient trying to mine what I needed out of there. Why not do it at the good nodes now that I could get across the map a little better? So all this is going to go away. As you can see, production is shut down. I still have tons of stuff on the factory line, and I tore out the middle storage area, and I was going to put a train station, but then I decided there's nothing I really need to transport from over here because, like I said, the nodes are very inefficient and such. So I'm just going to tear all this down. I may actually end up actually what I probably will end up doing is this train line is actually going to go that way off to the coast. There's some really good nodes and stuff out here and some nice flat land, so I might build like an iron facility out there, and then also like a central storage, but that's for later. For the moment, I have plenty of iron goods and such. Oh, my MAM research is complete. That's what I was waiting for. And then we will be on our way to the new home base. So I have a whole bunch of hard drives that I was trying to get through. I was trying to get crystal computers. Looks like this one is turbo heavy fuel and 6 inventory slots. This might be useful. As it stands right now at my power factory, I am using I'm turning it into fuel. I'm turning heavy oil residue into fuel, and then using fuel plus compacted coal to turn into turbo fuel. But if I can take out that fuel step, this might be the way to go. So I'll just save that for now, because this is also a good one, which I would love to have. So once I also get to the next phase, as you can see, I'm only in phase 3 up at the top right. And I'm soon going to just finish that off so I can get to phase 4. I've just been holding it off for a long, long time. But once I get to that phase and unlock the milestone is like control systems or something like that, then diluted fuel opens up, and I want to see, I'll do the numbers on if diluted fuel plus that turbo heavy fuel works. Actually, it may not, because now that I think about it, diluted fuel makes fuel, but that recipe skips fuel. So I may not actually use that, because I hear that diluted fuel makes the oil go a lot further. So we'll do the numbers on that later once I get there. But this is my old stitched iron plate and stators, and I think I was making some other things here too. I don't remember what. In any case, I put most of the storage in these boxes out here to kind of stage it. I hooked up my concrete to dimensional storage, which It's at a standstill right now because it's full. Anyway, we will go to the new base area, and I will show you kind of the path that I ended up going toward. And then I'll get to some of the building of the. I built a steel factory out there. I built Caterium factory, or quick wire factory, I guess you could call it, and some copper factories producing sheets and wire and cable. And all that is going to go into an electronics factory, which I have yet to build. So let's do this scenic little railroad trip here as I leave my old main base. This is one of the dangers of the ADHD playstyle is I keep shifting focus. But anyway, I built this railroad out here because obviously I needed power to my new base areas. Originally I built it when I built the power plant, which is down in the blue crater, but it quickly extended because I built this rail line specifically to go over top of some quartz nodes and next to the sulfur that's near the blue crater as well. So I'll really quickly show you what I got going on here. This is the quartz factory. It's producing silica and quartz crystal. I think it's actually using an alternate, the pure crystal. That's why the water is there. But I haven't beautified this yet. I just put that cool little observation zone right there and then put the station on top. But as you can see off in the distance there, that's where the quartz is being mined. There's like a pure node and 2 normal nodes, I think. And then inside here is the refineries for the alternate recipe and also the constructors making the silica. I'm kind of trying to hold off to see where my train is. I have a train that comes from it's coming from the power plant, and it uses this just as a turnaround, but it picks up sulfur and I'll show you all this. It picks up sulfur and then it picks up coal and then it stops at the power plant. So I believe the train is close because it's pretty fast route that it goes. Where is the train? Looks like the Gertrude 2 is going around the power plant right now. So it comes out, it stops at that coal, I call it coal-hearted, the coal plant. Actually, this is the return route, so it just skips right by it. It comes up here, and there's a train station here, sulfuring in silence. And yes, I know there's 2 ways to spell sulfur. For some reason, I spelled it with PH there. In the game, it spells it with an F. I looked it up. There's 2 ways to spell it. Oh well. So it comes through sulfuring in silence. It uses this as a turnaround, and then on the way back, it picks up the sulfur and the coal, and it drops it off at the power plant. So here comes our train, and once it passes, then we know we got plenty of time to follow it down the tracks. Beep, beep. All right. It obviously still has a little bit of sulfur and coal in it because the throughput is not incredible. Alright, and I'm going to actually park this train because I don't want to have a collision. I'm going to park this train over here out of the way for when it comes back. And I'll really quickly show you what I had working on with the power plant. Just so you know where we're sitting, so when we make decisions, you have a good frame of reference. So this train line goes all the way out here. For those of you who know this area, I really like this area. It's a really pretty area. But especially this sulfur area is beautiful. It has geysers and whatnot. So that's where I'm pulling all the sulfur. And I think there's a pure node and 2 normals or something like that. So that's where the sulfur for my fuel power plant comes in. And there is my fuel power plant. I have not prettified it yet and put walls and such on it. I will do that, but I like to get it functional first and kind of get things running. So as you can see on the bottom, I'm going through, this is coal hearted, this is where I pull my coal out. But on the bottom layer, I'm doing heavy oil residue refineries, and then also fuel refineries in the back there. And then I have plastic and rubber manufacturing going on here. There's a train station in the middle. Up on the top is half and half. There's turbo fuel refineries in the back, and then there's, I think, 40 fuel generators in the front. And then up top, there's a further 60 fuel generators, I believe. I think I put 100 fuel generators. Anyway, on the right here, as we exit this station, you can see I put some industrial fluid buffers up there. I'm gonna make like a ball out of that so that it looks kind of like a, I don't know, a refinery well sort of a thing. But that has a whole bunch of oil in it just to buffer the oil, so there's no hiccups pulling it out of the ground and such. And yeah, that all comes into the heavy oil residue area over there. And like I said, this is, oh, the one thing I missed is these assemblers right here. These are creating compacted coal. So all that sulfur and coal that I'm bringing in is getting combined over there to produce compacted coal, and it's going up to make turbo fuel. Yeah. So this power plant, nothing too crazy. It makes about 25,000 megawatts. So for right now, that's doing well for me, and I'll get back to making that a nice looking building at some point. So anyway, we'll head back over here just so that now you have kind of a reference for what we got going on over here. This is where all the plastic is coming from, and the rubber, which we will be using in our electronics factory soon. And we're approaching where we started. That's the sulfur area once more, and here's where we get off the train. Alright. And let's go to the new base area. Alright. We're going to have a lovely little train journey through some of the nicest areas on the map, I think. This is that big gap that goes between the huge hole and the blue crater area. And then there's this nice little pond. I was actually going to build some stuff out here because there's some nice iron nodes, but I decided against it. Anyway, this train track lifts up. There's usually some, like, I think there's a uranium deposit around here, and then up there's like a crash and some other things. Anyway, I just pass it right by, and I made sure to build this right next to the, is that nitric acid, I think, coming out of the ground, because later on I assume I'm going to need that, so I can just slap a station down there. I go up as we enter the jungle area, and as you can see, I haven't quite gotten all the little goodies. Like, I think there's a Mercer sphere up there and some other things. But I just kind of bypassed the jungle. I went way up high so that I could avoid all the craggly areas. But this is the new base area, coming into the new base area as we start to enter the desert, as you can see in the background there. But this line goes down below to the station. There's actually 5 lines. I know the general wisdom is only put 4 cars on the train, but the way this works out, I need 5. Because I need plastic, rubber, silica, quartz crystal, and there's one other thing. Quick wire, which I pull from up there, and I'll show you that in a minute. So where I stand right now is this 2-line train track, or forward and backward train track. I always was told when I started trains, always bring 2 lines with you, one to go there and one to come back. Don't always rely on being on the same train track. And boy, was that true, because if you want to end up ever putting more than one train on a track, you're going to have major big issues with that. If you only have one line, you're going to have to do all kinds of cutouts and circles and things like that. Anyway, the line is supposed to come in on the right because I'm an American and I drive on the right. So this right hand lane is the one that goes first, and it comes down here and loops around this way to pick up Caterium, which is out here. So we'll just follow kind of how the train track goes. So this track goes through this area. There is actually some quartz out here as well. I just haven't tapped into it yet. I may later if I need more. But as you can see right there's some quartz that I just haven't picked up yet. There's quartz there, and there's a couple more. I don't know where they're all at. Maybe one over there somewhere. Anyway, they're around here somewhere. There's like 3 of them. There's a pure. There's another one. There's a pure one, and I think a normal and maybe an impure, something like that. Anyway, oh, there's a quartz under there too. Looks like I started to mine it and just stopped. Tons of lizard doggos in this area, so if you're trying to tame a herd of lizard doggos, head to this spot. It's right here. You can find it by pinging quartz on the map, pure quartz on the map, and you'll see like a pure node and 2 normals, or a normal and an impure. I don't remember. Anyway, lots of lizard doggos over here. You can see right there, that's 6, I think, 7, and there's probably some more. Anyway, that's the quartz. I'll pick that up later. But down here is Quickwire Factory. Again, I have not prettied it up yet, but I haven't renamed my station yet either. But this is pulling Caterium from the cave underneath. Some of you may know that cave. There is like a pure Caterium node down there, and a normal, or some stuff. Anyway, I don't remember all of what's down there. But I was going to do like a mine shaft straight up, but I decided just to do it this way. Again, have not prettied up these buildings yet, but it's pulling from each of these 3 Caterium nodes, and it's sending it all out here and up to the Caterium factory, which the only thing you can, at least the only thing in my playthrough so far that I found you can build with Caterium is Quickwire. Of course, Quickwire is used for a lot of stuff, but for the actual raw product, it's pretty much just Quickwire. And I think there's a few alternate recipes that use Caterium or ingots. I don't know what they all are. Are they the ones that are called tempered? That might be it. In any case, Caterium comes in through here. It gets smelted. The ingots come up here. They go through the constructors and they make Quickwire, which then goes to this industrial storage and then up to the train tracks. I have not finished like the logistics of getting all the items where they need to go, so right now it's stopped because it's full. But this track loops around and climbs up, and we come up this way and we get nice, lovely views of the desert. And this is actually, when I came over here, this was my first view of the desert, because I did not start in the desert, obviously. And I really like it, because I like building things into like rock formations and stuff like that, and hugging pillars and cliffs and stuff. So I kind of want to do some building out there, and I will probably at some point, but I go where the resources take me at the moment. So we have, and I'll probably turn some of these places into like bridges, like proper suspension bridges, just to make them look nice. But we come over here back to where the base area is, and it goes down, 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 down. All right, so we started up there, and we looped around. Now we come down, and this is where we get to the station, and this station offloads Caterium, rubber, plastic, quartz crystal, and silica. And around here I'm going to build electronics factories, building circuit boards, AI limiters, computers, and some other stuff. I can't remember all of them right now. High-speed connectors. I don't remember them all. Anyway, basically all the high-tech stuff. So I'm going to kind of build some factories like around the pond and maybe into the cliff face over here. But also the whole reason I picked this area in the first place is because there's 3 pure iron nodes and 3 pure coal nodes. And that's a good place for a steel factory. So I'm tapping into 2 of those pure coal nodes over here. And the 2 of the pure iron nodes are over that way. And they all come in... they come in here to create steel ingots, and then go over here to create beams and pipes. And yeah, they will be exported elsewhere to central storage and other places that need it. But there is also that, I think, is a pure limestone node. Is it pure? It is. So I'm definitely going to be using that for encased industrial beams as well. So I'll probably tap into that really soon, pull it up here, and make some encased industrial beams. But anyway, that is the new area, and it looks really cool. I like it. I like this little valley. I call it, because it's a valley, I've been calling it Silicon Valley because I'm building all my electronics there. But this entrance has this cool natural bridge over the top, and so I built these pillars. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with them. I played around with some ideas, like putting like a sort of a lookout tower, maybe a control tower for the trains or something in there. Just playing around, but as I do, I start something and then I get distracted. In any case, that is the base tour, to give you a frame of reference for the future Let's Plays that I have coming up. And as always, I truly appreciate any likes and subscriptions you can give. And my name is Silo Scout. I'll see you next time.